retinopathy.
Du matin retourner. Si pour bon Dieu gardait, faut me t'arraler des pieds. Depuis jour relève, il finit par tomber. Petite nous bien grandi, faut le rester au pays. Si tellement moins fleuri, si je tourne maïs. Si moi j'ai toute fatwa, dominant belle droit. Si manger tous les jours, gagne place pour l'amour. Haïti, pas mourir. Protège bon chemin l'enfer. Si la vie fait me crédit, pas marcher tout nuit. Pas besoin prendre bateau pour n'ayez qu'on va pas. Et mauvais vent aller vers l'espoir revirer. Il faut nous rassembler pour nous réconcilier. C'est gagnant pour nous payer sans crédit. Tout le monde est au poilerie, la misère est finie. Haïti, pas mourir. Au pays, pas fini.
Good evening, everyone. As you know, every Thursday at the same time, this is the time we're going to talk to you. This is the time about your show, Healthy Vision. Tonight, our co-host, Lady Nate, and she's not available tonight, but she will be here next week. But as you know, November is diabetic eye disease. And a lot of people been asking us a lot of questions. Yesterday we have the French version, the Creole version, and Healthy Vision, that's what calls the Santé Visual. And tonight is the English version. And we have a lot of surprise for you because we have a lot of more testimony from yesterday because a lot of questions because we, as you know, diabetes is a big deal. When we say it's a big deal, it's a society issue because in the United States, every year more than 800 people have been diagnosed with diabetes. And a lot of them has some form of condition. When we say that a lot of them, research prove 40 or 45% of them has some form of vision issue. As a low vision and blind rehab facility where we are the Care Center for the visually impaired, most of people we receive that lost their vision, most of them they've been diagnosed with diabetes and they've lost their vision somehow. And we have a lot of pictures we're going to show you, we're going to explain it to you. And it's not like you have to be in medical school, but a lot of people that have been diagnosed with diabetes, they may already see this type of picture already, because when they went to see their retinal specialist, they may show them. When they see the eye doctor, they may show them. But a lot of you may not even know, because we want to give you an idea, because you don't have to get surprised, you know. And when you go to your doctor, the doctor show you this is what it is, this is all your eyes look at, and this is the way this might show there is bleeding, there is this, there is that. You don't have to be scared, because we want you to have an idea what to expect. And for those people that already been diagnosed with diabetes or that already lost their vision too, we want to share to a lot of you, because I don't know how many of you may have one of your parents that lost their vision, and due to diabetes or due to glaucoma or due to a cataract or any form of eye disease, but you may not know or to deal with them. You may not even know. You think you have to hold their hand, you have to walk with them and do everything with them, and you may doesn't even know the proper way to deal with them. But this is what this show is about. We're going to educate you. We're going to show you all these people see. And first, we're going to start by showing you the first picture. As you looking at this picture, this is one of the picture that show the eye. This is the back of the retina. This is someone that have early stage that have diabetes, but that start getting complicated. Now, diabetes doesn't affect only eye, because diabetes can affect a different part of the body. For those that doesn't know, we just focus on the eye, but diabetes can affect, you know, your heart. Diabetes can affect your skin. Diabetes can affect your head, you know, because the problem is in your circulation. Different part of your body can be affected, but we're going to focus on the vision. Now, as you can see, one of the eye that's been affected, the picture you are looking at now is someone that have diabetes. This person didn't know that he has diabetes, but when he went to see this person went to see his eye doctor, and the doctor looked at the picture, they said, well, you have early stage of glaucoma, because this person doesn't lose his, he didn't lose his vision yet at this stage. And that's why you can see, as you can see over here, all the red part. This is the this is the blood vessel, and you can see a brown spot, a little dark spot. This is where the macula. When we talk about macula, the central part of the vision. Now, a lot of people that diabetes, when that part is affected, they cannot see face. And we have more picture. Now, we are not going to focus on a lot of this type of picture. We're going to show you, I know what more interested you to see is all these people see. We're going to show you some of this picture. And like this picture, a lot of you may see this picture before. Now, this is someone, you can see two, you see on the left side, you see the person, you can see everything on the side. On the right side, you see a lot of dark spot. This is someone that diabetic. And this person, a lot of them this person didn't even know he was diabetic. Why? Because both eyes didn't affect it. Only one eye was affected. The person was functioning in one eye. Until when the person is seeing completely blurred in the eye, the person went to see the eye doctor. When the person went to see the eye doctor and bleeding all over the place, the doctor do an injection for this person, and as the doctor is stopping the blood, and there is dark spot that created. And this person that came for low vision in our facility, when we look at this person, this is the way this person see. A lot of this person said, I see a lot of dark spot everywhere, everywhere. Now, this person, when you at this point, at this stage, as you look at this picture, the doctor, this person cannot do anything for this person, and that's when this person come for low vision rehab. Now, when they come for low vision, we help this person get back on track. We do low vision rehab for them, help them not only cope with the condition, because we teach this type of people has to learn how to see again. And this is something, and I want to share with you, because you may see a lot of your parents may wake up one day, they may say to you, well, I see well this morning, and later on the person said, I cannot see. And you may think they fake. They are not faking. It's because when you are diabetic, you have what they call fluctuative vision. You know, your vision is in and out. A lot of you may have your parents also, and as you can see this in this picture, you see there is several dark spots as this person is in the park. This is the Valley Stream Park, and as this person, because what we do with our patient, because when a patient comes to a facility at the Center for the Visually Impaired, we do what they call simulated tests for the family, because we want to make sure we show the family or the person see. And we go to the park, Valley Stream Park, with that person, and as the person is seeing, this is what the person sees. He doesn't see the whole face of the person. He sees a part of the body. Now, this is not every one of you will love to have this type of, be in that type of situation. But if you have this condition, I want to let you know there is hope for you. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. And you still can back in track. Because the best thing you have to do, if you get a chance, you see a low vision rehab specialist, or you you talk with your primary doctor, and you advise your primary doctor, or you talk to your ophthalmologist if you've already been seen by your ophthalmologist. If you've been seen by your retinal specialist, most of the time, the retinal specialist, when there is no bleeding no more, even you have all the dark spot, they're going to say to you, I cannot do anything for you. But when they said they cannot do anything for you, don't think everything is done. Because in low vision, what we do, we focus on the functional aspect of the vision. What we do, whatever you have left, we use it and make it better for you, make you use it in a better way. Now, we have a lot to talk about this show. As you know, even you see me by myself today, but we have a lot, and we have a lot of testimony, a lot of patients that have been diabetic. They want to educate everyone that's what they should. They don't want anyone who are diabetic to have any type of this condition, because some of them already lost their vision, some of them are completely blind, but some of them still have some form of vision. Before we go to the second part, where you're going to have a chance to see these people, to see them share their experience with you, we're going to take a quicker break, and we will get back to you shortly.
Souple, mandez pour moi si c'est ici qui c'est PCVI 550 West Merrick Road, Valley Stream, New York 11581. Nous traitons.
Oui, nous café sa famille. Oui, nous café sa amis. Oui, nous café sa famille. Oui, nous café ça.
C'est glauque comme fait nager. Ou ka tete?
Oui, nous café sa famille. Oui, nous café ça. Nous café ouais.
Cataracte fait pas ka ouais ko sou ka tete?
Nous café ça.
Depuis cycle la prend pas ouais ménager comme si pourtant tension j'aime toujours à monter descendre.
Café ça.
Nous capable pas gros côté opération ouais qu'on y a là ou posséder depuis la peau.
Oui, nous café
Reste
ça.
dans tout posé. La journée moi depuis l'angélisme pas rien pour
Nous
carrer.
café ça. Nous café ouais.
Depuis au monde devant moi mosso pas mosso.
Café ça.
aussi, tout bon, nous avons traité.
Nou ka fò wè,
Eh bien, nous-mêmes, ça nous est ici.
nou ka fè sa,
C'est vrai.
nou ka fò wè.
Bon, ça nous y est depuis que je vini là, ma point.
Téléphone nan c'est 516 238 50.
Because that includes vision in the classroom, women in medicine, and careers for the visually impaired, and much more. Each week, you can be fascinated by topics that include and branch beyond medicine, provided by the PCVI Network. Tune in on Sundays at 3 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. You can also search PCVI Network and the channel will appear on the search. New and exciting episodes hosted by Jelena Aristide will be posted weekly. You won't want to miss this. Trust me. We'll see you then.
Well, we have a lot for you, as we say, because this part we're going to let you hear from some of our patients. But good for us. I know a lot of this, two of these patients doesn't speak English, but we have a translator that's going to translate for us as we're going to listen with the first patient. The first patient is Mr. Bruno.
Mes amis, frères avec ses mieux.
Hello, friends and family. There's something that happened to me.
Ça passe dans le jeune.
What happened to me was in the eye.
Mais on fait 4 jours, on connaît gagné un crash qui tombe dans le
I
jeune.
spent 4 days and I thought it was dust in my eye. But it wasn't.
L'autre docteur m'a prévu l'autre bagaille.
I was running
Eh bien,
around.
l'aime faire ça, je songe, je viens à docteur Prince. Il était commencé
Then I remember Dr.
à
Prince.
soigner, ouais.
He started
Et puis, je viens à docteur Prince.
PCVI.
Mon cher,
No, ma vie.
si c'est Haïti,
If this
bah, ça t'est
happened
passé, moi.
while I was,
Bon, j'ai appris.
I would have lost my
Mais
eye.
bon Dieu fait, moi j'étais connu avec docteur Prince, mais pour y venir, et bien comme pour y venir, et bien me une solution.
And I found
Et
solution.
bien me dit bon Dieu merci pour ça.
I say thank God.
Well, this one is our first patient, is Mr. Bruno. And as you can explain it to, he came from Haiti, but a lot of us, he didn't know what's going on with his eye, what happened. This is a patient that diabetic, okay? And as you know, the control is not it was not done the proper way. And you know, when your blood sugar is not controlled, and when you don't do what you're supposed to do, for you to know that your doctor has to educate you. Because what we call as for patient education, as for diabetic, because there is a lot of resources available. We want you to know that. Because there is the association, diabetic association, there is so many. There is nurse educator, there is occupational therapist that specialize in education for diabetic. All these people, even if you don't have the information, if your primary physician doesn't have time for you, you know, you can ask, you know, go to be a member of any organization that focus on diabetes. They will give you help. They will give you information. They will advise you to get a nutritionist one. They will help you. Because at the end of the day, you have to manage the risk factor. When we say the risk factor, because when you're diabetic, you have to manage your blood pressure. You have to manage your cholesterol. If you smoke, you have to slow down. And you have to change your lifestyle. You know, this is stuff you have to do, because when you do those things, your vision will get back. Because a lot of you may think is just when you don't see, is come out and change glasses. Well, you will come to see a doctor, we will give you a glass, we will put magnification on it. You will see for 1 day, but after that you will not see, because with diabetic patient, the blood sugar has to be controlled. The vision is in and out. Now, you will hear from a second testimony for this patient. She will share with you even a better way when she said to you, when my blood sugar is controlled, I see well. When it's not controlled, I don't see. Now, A lot of you may ask why we are doing this. We want you to take it as a serious issue because these people, they didn't know they will have diabetic today. They didn't have diabetic in when they are in the 20 or in the 30, but they may be lucky. That doesn't mean you cannot have it at early age. But these people didn't know they would lose their vision, you know. But God forbid, good for Mr. Bruno, he was able to come on time. We are able to track it, but how we track it, you know, is by make sure his blood sugar is controlled, and we do treatment for him. We start the bleeding, we start everything, but he was not at a late stage, because when you're diabetic, when it's complicated, and give you what they call diabetic retinopathy, based on the stage or where you are, you know, he might, you know, his cases is because he was not at a late, he was still at early stage, like one of the pictures we show you. Because he was at the stage when we were able to catch it. And another thing too, Mr. Bruno has a good support familia. He has a good support system, because when he's so blurry, he doesn't see. All I see, he has, but he said to me he has 21 kids. But not all the 21 kids come, but he has a priest that was here, he has a nurse that was here, he has a taxi driver that all the kids come in. It's like they were crazy. Their dad cannot see, you know. And you know, when he sit down, we go over everything. And I remember that the nurse said to me, "Dad, you're not going to my sister's house tonight. You have to stay with me. I have to make sure all your medicine, all the treatment the doctor going to do for you will be taken care." And she did. And now, and about the people that doesn't have that support system. But you think there is no hope? Of course there is hope. If you don't have that, you call. There is state agency for that. There is resources for that. If you call the center, if you call a facility, we will guide you. You don't need money for that, because Center is a non-for-profit organization, as we've been saying. You know, this is what we are. We are not just doing this show because we know we try to please a lot of people, but we try to educate you, to let you know there's resources available for people that doesn't know. You know, your primary doctor may not have time to give you these resources, but you have to do your homework. You can do research it. If you don't know, you ask professional. And that's why a lot of those organizations like the Brain Center, like Vision, like I would say like all those organizations, Diabetic Association, like Retino Specialists, all the Retino Association, or any eye doctor, there's all, if you go to National Eye Institute in the state website, in the government website, they will be able to give you information. You need to put yourself, the information is there. A lot of you doesn't know, you need to get them. Or you can get them is get your kids do some homework for you. Don't stay home and say this is the end of the world, because I have a young kid that came. When I say young kid, she is in her 40, but she knows she's been diabetic for a while, you know, but she focused on walking. But she been seen by an ophthalmologist. The ophthalmologist previously said to her, "We have to do surgery for you," but she didn't want to do it. She come to the center. Well, we were able to give her some vision. Hey, she thinks she was okay, and she disappeared. You know, a doctor was advised that you have to follow up every 3 months. She just disappeared. And today she come completely blurry. And when you look at the back of the eye, it's all liquid, it's all blood, because she just focused on. Now, she decided to come back because she doesn't see. We don't want that happen to you. You need to follow the direction of what your doctor said to you. If you know you're diabetic, any little thing you feel, you check with your doctor. And make sure when you go to see your primary doctor, if you go every 3 months, they ask you, you want to know your hemoglobin A1C level. You want to know what the number is. If the doctor said to you it's 7 or it's 8, you need to ask your doctor, what is the goal, where you want the number to be. Now, you can know what you are working on. I know a lot of you just say to me, my blood sugar is controlled. It was 80 this morning. And when you ask them for the A1C, they say to you, it's 11, it's 10. And these people, we're still on insulin. We advise you, what you have to set yourself a goal. And you know, you need to ask your doctor, you know, what you have to do to help you the doctor will say to you, you need to change your lifestyle, you need to do exercise. A lot of you may say, I've been doing it, nothing happened, stuff like that. You can only try. What you can control, you have to do it. I know I can keep talking about vision. I can keep going because this is my passion. And I love low vision. As the director of the network, when Leo is watching me, he's laughing at me. As you know, this is my passion. There is no better than that. When you get someone like Mr. Bruno come to your facility, doesn't see, cannot recognize even kids, cannot see well, and you were able, after 1 week, to make him see back all these people. This is what motivates us to come to the field. As I always say, this is the joy we get, because at some point at your career, you have to focus on what you love. And now, we're going to listen to the second testimony. This is a female, but she was a nurse. I'm just giving a head up. You know, now you may think she look old now, but her health condition make her look like this, but she's a young person. Okay? And we're going to see we thanks again for IT specialist, who is also, he's an American citizen, speak good English, that's going to translate for us also. And we're going to listen to a second testimony.
Non pam c'est Margaret Desrosiers.
My name is Margaret
Moi-même,
Desrosiers.
moi j'étais malade en pile dans les yeux.
I was having eye illness.
C'est un monde qui était resté pendant que j'ai regardé Haïti première classe. Et
While I
puis
was
moi
watching
ouais
the show,
docteur Lucien Prince.
I saw Dr.
Moi
Prince.
fait expérience moi venu la Kaili.
took the chance and came to
Docteur
his
ça c'est
office.
pas seulement le docteur.
This
mais
doctor is
c'est
not just a
humain,
doctor.
lui.
He's a special human
Curly
being.
c'est pour les malades.
His heart is for the
malades
ones
dans
with
les
illness
yeux.
in the
Il
eye.
pas apprendre professionnellement pour
He do
rien.
his job with a
Il
passion
apprend pour aider les autres.
to help
Parce que
others.
moi-même, des grands pile problèmes comme moi dit
Because
dans
me,
les
I
yeux,
had a lot
c'est
of
lui-même
problems
qui
with my
sauvait grain yeux gauche là.
He's the one that saved my
Dieu doit t'attaquer ton prosthetic eye,
My
il
right
te peut
one
t'en
was
perdu.
already a prosthetic
Il te connaît
eye.
pas ta bichon, moi pas ta bichon, moi lueur pour
And
me
I knew I lost
toucher
it forever.
on lettre. Avec Dr. Prince, l'homme vient
With Dr.
une sorte
Prince,
de réconfort,
he
une sorte de
reassured me.
réassurance que lui-même, lui mettait dans moi-même.
He made me
Il fait me
believe
croire que ma prouée.
that I
Et
would see
vraiment, on peut dire nous ça, expérience là, moi pas.
And I can tell you that I don't regret anything.
Docteur Prince là, pour communauté haïtienne, non?
Dr. Prince is here
Parce
for
que
the
son
community.
docteur qui vraiment care
He
pour nous.
truly cares for us.
Mes amis, si nous avons une famille nous,
If
qui
you have
malade,
any
pas
family
chita,
members, don't
vini côté li, la bas nous,
With the help of God,
la
His
santé.
knowledge,
Pas dire
He will take
100%
care
parce
of
que le pas bon Dieu. Avec l'aide de Dieu, kembe meni, bon Dieu kembe
He is a
connaissance
great
li,
doctor.
docteur ça a son bon docteur. Merci, c'est ça seulement que je pour dire, c'est
Thank
mon
you.
caractère.
That's all I wanted to say.
Now, as I said to you, and anytime looking, a lot of you in Botmosaki, in our community, she's a well-known person. Anytime I'm looking at her, I remember the first day when she come here, I put her in front of a CCTV. She's looking at her face, she could not recognize her face. When I told her, this is your face, and she was crying. And now, nothing is better than now when Miss Deozie, when she come here, she look at me, she said, I look at the color of your tie. You wear a blue tie. And I see you lost weight. You know, it's not like she has a full vision, because she has, like she described it, she has a prosthetic eye. That means she has one eye that's not there. And the second eye she has, you just have a little bit of vision. Sometimes, this is what these people want. Now her goal is to keep that vision. She doesn't want to lose it. And she's not going to lose it. Because the only mistake we made, the first time when she called the placenta before she was going to have the surgery, it's not like we said a mistake, because she said to us, she already get approved, she has a surgery schedule. She wants to see if she can see us first. But we just let her know, well, if you already have a surgery schedule, you diabetic, stuff like that, with your retinal specialist, it's best you go. But when she went, she lost the vision. You know, that was the only thing we would say. Maybe if she didn't go, that would not happen. But anyway, that's already gone. And that's when happened when she finished to have the surgery. And she come to the press center. It's not like the surgery was not good. It's because the post-op, after the surgery, a lot of those specialists doesn't have time for the patient. And we are saying that because they are working for a big firm, they don't have time. And now the management was not doing, because they give her appointment in 2 weeks. When they give her appointment in 2 weeks, and her eye was not healed properly, and it's become affected, she could not see. When she called the doctor is not available, the doctor was on vacation, and she went back to the press center. And as you know, inside the press center, we have a multidisciplinary team. We have ophthalmologists here, we have a optometrist, and we have a low vision specialist here, and we have O&M. When you said O&M, orientation and mobility specialists, and we have vision rehabilitation therapists. We have low vision rehabilitation therapists. We have the whole team, because I've been said that in the French show yesterday, for you to be a low vision rehab, there is some criteria. You cannot just have just a low vision specialist and you call yourself a low vision rehab. Most likely all low vision rehab has a multidisciplinary team like the VA facility. That's why we make sure we have a primary care doctor here. That's why we make sure we affiliated with OCLI. That's where you can get the glaucoma specialist, retinal specialist. That's why we make sure we have on side vision rehabilitation therapists, low vision rehabilitation therapists, a certified orientation mobility specialist. And even though if the volume of the patients we get, we cannot, some of them, if they need services, if they cannot afford the services, they need services, we send them to some of the state agencies, most likely the vision, because it's not like we try to do advertising for vision. The reason I talk about vision, if I'm talking to you today, a lot of stuff I learned as for vision rehabilitation therapy, I learned them from vision. And now I will not, when I said I learned them, the practical aspect, but my knowledge I get it from Silas University. And I will always in our show talk about Silas University, because this is where, all these different I'm making, all changing life. God give me that opportunity to do this, but the skill, where I get them, the knowledge. It's not like I know I would talk about where I come from in Haiti, from the State University, from the Faculty of Medicine, stuff like that. But they don't do low vision. A lot of those, I get the base from them, but I get it from Silas University. As I'm talking too, I'm just going to let you know, a lot of people that would love to learn a little bit about a neurological disease, like what they call cervical cortical visual impairment in kids. A lot of people that have kids that have this type of condition is or a lot of professional medical, most likely the OT, or the vision rehabilitation therapists, or the O&M that would love to, or the teacher of visual impairment that would love to learn more. As for CVI, cortical visual impairment, Silas just has an opinion now, Silas University, because they are giving continuing education right now. If you can apply, and upgrade your knowledge, because they have a good team that doing this. What we're doing now here, it's not like we focus on doing advertising. What we're doing, we want everyone can get the knowledge we get. Everyone will get the opportunity to get. That's why we talk. As I said to everyone, I will always talk about where I come from. I will always talk about the West Haven V in Connecticut. I will always talk about the quiz, all these guys, that give me a lot of insight in the low vision aspect. I will always talk about the veteran, because this is where I learn the skill from these guys, stuff like that. Well, to go back to our subject, diabetes is a society issue, as we said in the beginning of this show, because most likely people get diabetes in the most productive year. That means when they already graduate from school, when they start working, when they start making money, This is when the disease is coming. When they start doing, or when they get married, when they start doing a lot of things, or when they get pregnant, so boom, you heard they are diabetic. And now, that doesn't mean it's the end of the world. You want to make sure it's controlled, because what we said to you, the more you have diabetes, the more you have a change. The longer the diabetic is on you, the longer you have a chance to have some eye condition issue. And research proved that, like for people that have type 1 diabetes, after 5 to 10 years, a lot of these people, doesn't even know if they may have, even if it's complicated, some form of a vision issue. But after 5 to 10 years, they can see it. Now, for people that have the type 2, which is what most people has, the type 2, because we call that is a progressive disease. They 45% of these people doesn't know they even have, they have some vision issue. They don't even know until one day they see floater. I would want I want to see if my IT can show some picture of the floater. Not this one. Not this one. Sorry. Yes. Yes. That. But it seems like it doesn't have the floater picture. I will show you. Floater, what it is, a lot of people would say to you, they see float, they see like flower in front of their eye. They see things pass by. A lot of them, yes, the next one. Yes, this one. That's a picture of floater. Those people will say to you, I see things, stuff like that. A lot of you may watching the show now may see floater, but you may say, well, it's come and go. But you have to address it to your doctor. But a lot of you may say, I see flashlight, it like just passing by. You have to check with your doctor. There may be something major than that. But a lot of you will, I will not have to tell you to see your doctor, because if you have what they call distortion of vision, you see foggy, you don't see well, you see blurry, you cannot see anything, I know you're going to see that. But this is what happened. People went to see the doctor when they see foggy, when they see completely blurry. Now, I will say to you, or to catch it, or to don't let that happen. Anybody now, if you have high blood pressure, or if your doctor do blood work for you, you see your kidney function is not doing well, and you see, and your cholesterol is high, or you see, if you have all these things, always ask your doctor, check my hemoglobin A1C, because we have a lot of people that borderline diabetic that didn't know. When they come to see us, because all specialists with their experience, they can see in the back of your eye, that all the pre-diabetic signs, we call them. They see them, they advise them. Just ask your doctor to check your vision. A lot of them come out, yes, my doctor said I'm diabetic. They didn't know. And because what happened, sometimes when they went to see the doctor, they just said, just for a physical. I want to come for physical, and the blood sugar is okay, it's gone. The same way we advise you to check your breast to do for the women to do a breast checkup, stuff like that. The same way for men, based on at a specific age, we advise you to check your prostate. You have to at some point, you have to, if you have family story of diabetes, stuff like that, you have to check it, because we don't want you to be part of a lot of these people we just show you. But as you know, every show has a beginning, every show has an end. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll get back with a conclusion.
Prince Center for the Visually Impaired is a state-of-the-art facility with low vision specialists for all your vision needs. Our low vision rehabilitation specialist will accurately measure your visual capabilities and help you use it more efficiently. Please call us today for a low vision evaluation at area code 516-200-5800 3850 or stop by our local office located at 550 West Merrick Road, Suite 3, Valley Stream, New York, 11580. Do not assume your options are limited to surgery or glasses, and do not wait until you are legally blind to benefit from our services.
Culture, société, politique, économie, santé, environnement, géopolitique, un franc-parler avec Ronald Léon chaque mardi 7h 8h PM sur le PCVI Network. Ronald Léon Show, le show le plus chaud du web.
Suivez-nous sur notre page Facebook, la chaîne YouTube et le site d'internet de PCVI Network. Enfin, sur la page Facebook de Ronald Léon Show.
Souple, mandez pour moi si c'est ici qui c'est PCVI 550 West Merrick Road, Valley Stream, New York 11581. Nous traitons.
Oui, nous café sans famille. Oui, nous café sans amis. Oui, nous café sans famille. Oui, nous café sans.
C'est glauque comme fait nager. Ou qu'à traiter?
Oui, nous café sans famille. Oui, nous café sans. Nous café ouais.
Cataracte fait m'baka ouais ou sou qu'à traiter?
Nous café ça.
Depuis cycle la prend m'ba ouais bénanger comme si ou tout. Tension j'aime toujours à monter descendre.
Nous café ça.
Nous capables? Pas gros côté opération ouais. Qu'on y a là ou possède pipi la peau.
Oui, nous café
Reste
ça.
dans tout posé. La journée ouais. Depuis l'angélisme pas rien. Ou qu'à traiter?
Nous café ça. Nous café ouais.
Depuis au monde devant moi, mosso pas un mosso. Comme si tout bon nous a traité. Eh ben nous même ça nous est ici. C'est vrai. Bon ça nous y est depuis me venir là, ma point.
Téléphone c'est 516 238
Okay.
50.
We are back, and as I said to you in the beginning, every show has a beginning, every show has an end. And we talk a lot about diabetes, but as you know, November is diabetic eye disease. That's for us, because if you are a nurse, or if you are in a different field, or if you're a lawyer, whatever your field is, it might be a different month for you. But for us in Velo Vision Rehab and Blind Facility, and for us in the vision field, this is Diabetic Eye Disease Month. That's mean all our show will focus on retinopathy diabetic. You see, today I don't talk a lot about retinopathy diabetic, but I talk about it a little bit because we're going to get more deeply on it on the next week, more exactly with Lady Nate. And I know I have some of my patients that's watching Miss Argelus, and I know you get us from this show, and we are glad you are watching, because this is an opportunity not only for you to watch, you can ask questions too. And the same way you see, but thanks God you have a chance, you already come to the press center. You don't get to these people, but if you follow whatever we tell you, nothing going to happen to you. Now, we talk about a lot, and we're going to do a brief an overview of what we've been talking, because for people that was just watching, and we talk about people that have diabetes that complicated, the way they see. We're going to advise our IT to show it quickly for us, the way they see. And you may see those people say to you, I see a lot of dark spot. And as I'm looking, I see dark spot, and I don't see well in my eye. You know, black, as you see this picture, this is one normal, one abnormal. This is the way these people see. Don't think they are faking. If you have your parent that diabetic or that have diabetic retinopathy, and that said to you, I don't see well this morning, I see blurred. You have to check the blood sugars at first. And the second thing, you have to see your doctor. If you see your primary doctor, everything is okay. Make sure you give your referral to see a retinal specialist. Or see when we say retinal specialist, because that's where we believe, or you can send you to any regular eye doctor. that can look the back of your eye to make sure everything is okay. Because don't let that your condition get to that. If you already have all this part, the best choice you have is ask your retinal specialist to give you a referral to go to a low vision rehab. I don't know where you are. There is not a lot of low vision rehab. Okay? When we talk about low vision rehab, we try to explain to you the difference between low vision rehab and low vision specialists. When you go to specific low vision specialists, they just give you glasses. But even if you have the glasses, when you see this way, you need to go to a low vision rehab because you have to learn to see again. We have to teach you visual skill. Some stuff you born with it, but because when we born, we have both of our eyes, we see well, hey, everything is okay. But when you lose your vision, you're going to see what it takes to see. And you have to be open for that. Sometimes we have a lot of patients that's not ready yet. But when they are not ready yet, we are affiliated with some of a counselor. When we say counselor, with some of the psychologists that can prepare you. But unfortunately, we don't have this worker in our facility that can help these people, that can prepare these people for us. Sometimes we even send them to the state agencies, some of the state agencies, to Commission for the Blind in Nogano. They send them to different facilities based on the way they can help them. We want you to be able to learn because we are giving you this information. We hope you take some of them. And if you have questions, this is the way you can ask questions. Because it's not like I don't say to you, you cannot call the person and ask questions, but this is the time. This is what the show we have for you, to educate you or to keep your vision better. We will try to get other guests, more guests, a lot of guests, a lot of professionals too, that lost their vision, but that's still doing, all the work. That's still on the top of what they're doing. Because when I was at Salis, one of my best classmates, Renee, she was blind. But that doesn't mean anything because she was doing better score than me. Because she's smart. She did everything. But guess what? She has the opportunity. She has the opportunity. They guide her. She knows where the services is. That's all you need to know. If you have any one of you that have your parent that's blind or legally blind that cannot see, reach out to some state agency. Go to the government website or reach out to those professionals. If your ophthalmologist said to you, he cannot do anything for you, said, well, anyway, we're talking about to you. You can call the press center. We will let you know where they are. But this is what we have for you, and I will see you next week on Santé Visual on Wednesday, and on Thursday I will see you on Healthy Vision with Lady Day. And for some of you that didn't have a chance to watch the show, you will see us again on channel 115. Tomorrow between 1 and 3, you will have a chance to watch both shows, which try in every aspect to help you to get it. Or if you are not on Facebook, the show will be on YouTube. You can watch it whenever you want to. This is what I have for you. That was this. I guess I'll see you next week.
Souple, mandez pour moi si c'est ici qui c'est PCVI 550 West Merrick Road, Valley Stream, New York 11581. Nous traitons.
Oui, nous café sans famille. Oui, nous café sans amis. Oui, nous café sans famille. Oui, nous café sans.
C'est glauque comme fait nager. Ou ka traiter?
Oui, nous café sans famille. Oui, nous café sans. Nous café ouais.
Cataracte fait pas ka ouais qu'on sou ka traiter?
Nous café ça.
Depuis cycle la prend pas ouais bien nager comme si pourtant tension j'aime toujours à monter descendre.
Nous café ça.
Nous capable pas gros côté opération ouais qu'on y a là ou posséder depuis la peau.
Oui, nous café
reste dans tout posé la journée ouais Depuis l'angélisme pas rien pour arrêter. Depuis au monde devant moi, moi somme pas un morceau. Comme si tout bon nous arrêter. Eh ben nous-mêmes ça nous est ici. C'est vrai. Bon ça nous y est depuis me venir là, ma point.
Téléphone c'est 516 238 50.